Shalom, everybody. Sandy Greisberg here, Fridays with Sandy. We've got an exciting guest from an exciting place, uh, Eldrick, LJ. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, hey everyone. Hey Sandy, nice to meet you. My name's LJ. Grew up in the Philippines. I've been working for a private equity firm here for about a year and a half.
If it's not confidential, could you tell us about the private equity firm and where it is and what it does?
Yeah, so it's based in the Philippines. I'll keep the name confidential for now. But we manage about maybe $300 million. Basically, we have $300 million to invest in fast growing business in the Philippines.
Are you the largest PE firm in the Philippines?
We're the largest and probably the only private equity firm so far that has
Good.
raised
All
more than
right.
one fund.
Well, you can keep the name private, but I don't think it's too hard to
Yeah,
find. But
yeah.
no problem. Uh, and do they routinely send people to business schools at at,
Um,
uh, at investment analyst rank like yourself?
that is correct. The previous associate was an analyst at Navigar. Oh, sorry, God, I gave the name out, but was the he was an analyst at the firm, and then she went to Wharton, and as well as the managing partners are both from MIT and Columbia. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the easiest way to handicap your odds of getting into Wharton is how do you stack up with her? If you know, do you have an idea of what her metrics were?
She no, because I never really met her because I joined maybe like 2 years after she had left.
Okay, so but there's a history of sending people to top schools
Yes,
like Wharton.
that is correct.
Okay, okay, I may have said this, but we don't have a GMAT score, but you've taken practice exams using this new format Focus,
Yep.
and
Yes, I've taken two practice exams or three, sorry, three practice exams.
you were getting numbers like 595 and 615 as the cumulative focus practice,
Right.
which translates into roughly a 650, 680
Yes, the GMAT
classic,
classic. Yeah, as they call it
classic
now. Yeah,
GMAT. Good.
the medieval days.
And we don't have to get too deeply into this, but
Hmm.
you also said that some of your superiors at your unnamed PE firm in the Philippines have gone to school, and they, they they said they're willing to get behind you and put a word in.
Yeah,
Uh,
they've already done actually. But they both went to MIT and Columbia, and I've attended all of their alumni events in the past months. Yep.
did you get a chance to talk to any admissions officials?
Yes, correct. Both schools, as well as Filipino students currently in those schools.
Good. And I think you're a powerful candidate. The Philippines, applicants from the Philippines are still on the rare side. Schools always like to put up new passports, as I've mentioned. You went to the top school in the Philippines, De La Salle University, and you were ranked 3 out of 417. Okay,
Right.
all that's powerful. The missing part is the GMAT, the focus.
Yep.
Your test scores there are on the lower side for those schools. So the
Yep.
question becomes, can we make up for that? And I think coming from the Philippines would help making up for it. I think the fact you work at a top firm is good, and you've also worked at Facebook
Yep.
for 5 months, and as we said in our pre-talk, 5 months is an amount of time that has to be explained.
Yep.
So, what happened at Face? 5 months is unusual. What happened?
Yeah. So prior to Facebook, I was at a venture capital firm, and during that time, I didn't have any experience in operating a business or a team. So I went to Facebook to experience that. But during my time at Facebook, when I did gain an operational experience, I realized I wanted to do finance as well. So when the private equity opportunity came, I had to take it because it was best of both worlds to do finance and some operational skills as well. Yep.
And the PE opportunity at your current PE firm came because you had a prior supervisor reach out from the PE firm and say,
That's
"Hey, we've got a job for you here," right?
correct. He also went to London Business School, by the way. So he's my
Okay,
current boss now. So
good. Okay, in terms of handicapping this, your schools that you're interested in are Kellogg, Wharton, CBS, Darden, Tuck, Booth, and MIT.
correct. Yes.
You'd be a strong candidate there, except for the boo-boo of the lowish GMAT score, if our projections come true.
Right.
So the question is, what's going to make up for that? Schools at which you have connections, okay. I think
Mhm.
those schools, what's going to happen is going to happen. I think at schools like Darden and CBS, I think your chances there are like 30%. There, there's a lot to like about you. You're asking them to swallow the the low GMAT score. Boy, if you can, how many times do you plan? I would plan to take the GMAT as many times as you can.
I
Okay,
haven't taken.
what's
Yeah,
that?
I I haven't taken it, but I've been practicing for about 2 or 3 months now. So hopefully, more time I put in, can get a higher score. Yeah,
Uh, they don't care how many times you take it. They just want the
got it.
score.
Got it.
I would take it as soon as possible just to
Right.
get it under your belt and then plan on taking it again.
Yep. Got it.
I realize
Sure.
that's tough love, but that's what I would do.
Yeah. It also costs a lot to take it, so I want to make sure my practice exams are yeah top scores. So
It
trying.
costs a lot, but you're
Yeah,
engaged in a process of getting an MBA, which itself
that's
is a
true.
lot.
10 times of that, even more. Yeah. Got it.
And I don't know, man. The GMAT is just one of those things stays with you through life. Employers
Yep.
ask for your GMAT score.
Right. Do you think it makes sense if I'd also try a GRE if I can sort of get past the 700?
Do you find the GRE more in line with your skills?
So I've taken a practice exam. It definitely, in terms of the comfort of taking it, is a bit easier because it's much shorter by an hour, and the quant is definitely much easier. Yeah.
That's a hard one. Do these schools, how many of these schools do you know accept the GRE instead of the GMAT?
I've checked all the schools I mentioned. They post like a GRE median on their site, so I'm assuming they accept it. Yeah.
Uh, that's a hard call. It might be worth doing,
Mhm.
particularly if you're more comfortable and you're testing higher.
Yeah. I
Uh,
think my mock exam for a GRE was like 310. That was my first mock, so like
Good. So, with the big unknown of the standardized test, you're a
mhm.
strong candidate. You're working for the top uh, investment bank in the Philippines. The Philippines, I believe, is a desirable location to get the passport on the wall, so to speak. You've worked at Facebook, which is a powerful experience to bring to a case method setting. You
Right.
know, you could be going over a case and you can go, yeah, well, we had a similar situation at Facebook, and this is what happened there.
Right.
It's a valuable contribution. So I think your chances at Darden uh, are like CBS and Darden are like 30%. I'm going to do this without your connections, okay? Your connections might be an override, and they will be.
Got it.
I think at Kellogg, I think at MIT, your chances are more like 20%, maybe
Got it.
30% to get interviewed. Booth, I'd say your chances are that's small, like 30%. Tuck would like your story. They like applicants with from less favored geographies. That's you. They would like to tell us about this Tagapeo initiative, which is one of your extras.
Yeah, it's basically a free social networking website where I connect underprivileged college students to industry
From the
professionals, and then
Philippines.
from the Philippines, yeah, and then they would just have mentorship hours or programs, and they would,
Okay, your resume does a little better job of this. Social organization that provides a free space for
yep,
Filipinos to learn more about career essentials.
yeah,
That is a little unclear. Brought in over 20 professionals. This is what the thing does. You bring in mentors from
yes,
industry to serve as guides for Filipino students.
correct, yeah,
And you mentored over 150 students and
yep,
administered 4 webinars. Okay, that's really powerful.
yep.
I'd
You can actually visit our Facebook page. You have about 1,000 followers there, so.
good. You might put that on the resume too.
Oh, okay, sure. Probably the link.
Yeah, I would try and give that as much prominence on your resume as possible. It's very powerful.
Oh, okay. Sure. We're just concerned
Uh,
about the space and
the resume I've got, it's almost right at the bottom, and it's if you try and print your resume on one page, it almost gets cut off. I would
got it.
get. I'm no expert at this, okay, but run your resume as high on the page as possible.
Got it. Okay.
In other words, have your name way up there.
Okay. Okay.
That'll free up space and get it on one page.
Got it. Okay.
And like, you put your phone and your email, you use 2 lines for that. You could put that on one line. Do you
Got
know
it.
what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Real estate.
Yeah. But you could save a lot of space by just getting it as high as,
Sure.
reasonable.
Right. Right. Got it.
And then I would just put that Tega Peo thing as high as possible.
Okay.
Okay. You got a lot going for you. Good luck on the focus exam.
All right.
Okay. Adios.